You struggle to start tasks? Do you struggle to finish tasks? Do you have mood swings even with seemingly minor things in your life? Well, guess what? Me too. In fact, I have such a hard time starting things that this video has taken me 6 months to make. I'm not perfect, but I've learned a lot of things throughout my life, both professional and personal, that's helped make it a little less chaotic, and I want to start sharing those things with you. To give you a little bit of background, I was diagnosed with ADHD back when it was still ADD, attention deficit disorder, when I was about 7 years old. I have taken medication on and off since then and have learned many things throughout my life. When I was a young kid, I looked at ADHD as really no big deal. I didn't understand why everyone was making such a fuss about it. I didn't notice any difference, whether I was taking medication or whether I wasn't. But I did as my mom told me, and throughout my career and school, I would take those pills and never notice a difference. Starting about in high school, I stopped taking the pills because I couldn't tell a difference. And even when I stopped taking them, I didn't really notice a big difference. So I didn't really think it was a big deal. And I don't like taking pills if I don't need to. So I stopped. And so far, I was doing great. I was a good student. School always came easy. I did very little homework because I would do things in class. And so I didn't need those pills. And life moved on. I began my professional career doing computers, hardware, software, installations, computer building, repairs, upgrades, those types of things. And my professional career started taking off. I eventually became a network administrator, going through some classes to get my MCSE. And life was doing great. But pretty soon I got bored. I was bored of the network administration and I wanted to do something different. Started looking around and noticed that a lot of people that took the network administration route started to become software developers. That was the new thing. So I decided to be a software developer and realized pretty soon I actually didn't like it. It was very mundane. It was hard to get into. My brain wouldn't allow me to be focused. So I learned pretty quick that that wasn't what I wanted to do. So what I started to do in my professional life is I'd start listening to coworkers, peers, managers, and just start listening to the things they said about me and what my strong suits were and what my weaknesses were. And just to see maybe if I could align what my strong qualities were, that I wouldn't get bored so easily. And as luck would have it, I got put into a project management role. I know, I'm just as surprised as everyone else. Why would someone with ADHD be a project manager? That job probably requires the most organization of most other professions. And here I am being a project manager. As I get deeper into my career of project management, I realize that it's very difficult and I do need some coping skills to help make my life a little less chaotic. So I started researching ADHD, things I can do to improve my life and how I can fix certain components of my life. I love lots of different things. I have many different hobbies. And as I try to narrow those things down and learn how to dive deeper into a hobby as opposed to having a lot of hobbies that I just scratch the surface with, I've done a lot of research, both YouTube videos, researching actual medical value papers and things like that, just so I can learn about myself and how ADHD works and how I can fix it. And the more I search for some of those things, especially on YouTube, watching videos, I realize that I'm not sure that a lot of those people actually have ADHD. If you watch the videos, their videos are perfect. They have great scripts. They can follow along. They can create their narratives in one scene, and they have these great sets. Here, I'm just in my office. You can see the background, nothing special. I've got a printer in the background, and I don't know what I'm doing here. But I think it also shows my brain's a little scattered sometimes. Watching these guys on YouTube, I feel like it's a little too perfect. They give textbook answers. Things like, oh, if you need help starting, body double with someone. What does that even mean? Yeah, I guess I could have someone sit next to me, but to me that just seems weird. So, what do I actually need to get started doing a task? What do I actually need to calm the emotions that I have? Those are the types of things that I've started learning and want to share with you. As I begin sharing these things, I want you to join me on my journey. Like I said, I'm pretty scatterbrained. These videos don't come easy to me. I've been trying to make this for 6 months, and I either couldn't get started, I couldn't have the perfect script, or didn't know what to say, or I wrote a script and threw it away because I can't speak on camera without forgetting what I'm doing. So follow along with me, join me on this journey, and join the ADHD Hive, and let's see if we can come to some better answers and make our life a little less chaotic.